What up? T-Bob here.
And Jake as well.
And look at you. You done stumbled upon little OTB Saints, where we bring you all the latest black and gold coverage.
Who are the Saints going to draft? Who's going to be their quarterback? What does the salary cap look like? All that information and more.
Hope you enjoy it. Like, subscribe.
Jake, it's funny. So the NFL is obviously very interconnected, right? And so you can have a trade that happens somewhere else that ends up kind of showing you what your favorite team needs to do. And I'm talking about Marshon Lattimore here. Remember, the Saints reworked Marshon Lattimore's contract earlier this offseason, where if they were to trade him, basically they would be on the hook for nothing, and the new team would inherit that contract. And look, you know, he's been injured as of late. Great when he's healthy. Been injured as of late. Maybe rumors that in the divide that is, we think, kind of started to appear within that Saints locker room, that maybe he was not the most on Dennis Allen's side. And you had guys like, now he's not here anymore, but, you know, last year you guys like Yidam and company fill in quite nicely. And so you're like, okay, we're going to kick the tires, see what the market says. We're not going to go out of our way to trade Marshon Lattimore, but we will if the price is right. And it felt like it'd probably have to be like a first-round pick, which always felt unrealistic.
Yeah.
However, after the L'Jarius Sneed trade, that market and that trade feels more dead and unrealistic than ever. L'Jarius Sneed from the Chiefs is a dog.
Yeah.
Louisiana native. I was very happy. Somewhere Jetpack smiling. I was very happy to see him get so much shine there during this playoff run, because he's a cat that's been vastly underrated his entire career, has not gotten a Pro Bowl or anything, though Pro Bowls don't really matter. I mean, I don't know. Pro Bowl's value is questionable. But him and Lattimore, I would say, are players that are very akin to one another. Some will tell you Sneed's better. Some will tell you Lattimore's better. Well, the Kansas City Chiefs just traded Sneed for a third-round pick and a seventh-round pick swap. And then the Chiefs signed him, the Titans signed him to a contract that will pay him, it's 4 years, $55 million, $19 million a year, more than what you are paying Marshon Lattimore. So if you're telling me the market is telling you that you're only going to get a third-round pick and the guy that just got traded is already going to be paid more than you guys, so you have a bargain, like, no, the Saints need to stay put now officially on Marshon Lattimore.
Yeah, I think so as well. I mean, regardless of where you fall, who's the better player, I mean, they are very close to each other and probably what you can get. And Sneed's probably coming off his best season. I mean, I think he is. Yeah. He's a guy that, traveled with number one receivers, plays at an incredibly high level, had one of the biggest plays, if not the biggest play in the NFL season against the Ravens. And so, if you're talking a third-round pick, no, it's certainly not worth it. Now, if you found a suitor that got desperate and they offered you something like a first-round pick, then you certainly listen to that and maybe you even pull the trigger. But if a third-rounder, if that's what you're getting for top-tier corners like that are vets, no, you stay away from that.
Now, Underhill had a great piece of New Orleans on football, Jake, and he points out it is kind of crazy how that market has shifted. The Saints traded a third round for Bradley Roby a couple of years ago. And now you're getting L'Jarius Sneed for a third round. Jalen Ramsey goes for a third round last year, and it's not like that worked out really at all for the Rams. Who was that pick?
They wait till the fifth round to make their splash.
Yeah, exactly, right, with Puka, exactly. So the Rams traded Jalen Ramsey for a third-round pick and Hunter Long. Hunter Long has one career catch for 8 yards and ended on IR last year. I don't know who that third-round pick ended up being. But the point is, I think, Jake, I don't care what you think about the culture and which side of the cultural divide that Marshon Lattimore falls on, make it work, okay? Yeah. Make it work. Get him to buy in, get him back on board, and hopefully he can stay healthy, because if he is healthy, you are talking about one of the better corners, maybe a borderline top 10 guy. Is that fair? Or maybe would you say certified top 10 if fully healthy, playing at max? Yeah. Top 10, maybe flirting with top 5 there when he's been at his best in his career. Those do not come around very often. So here's to hope. I expect Marshon Lattimore to be in a Saints uniform come next season.
Byron Young was the pick, the third-round pick there, who actually had a really nice rookie season, had 8 sacks
Okay.
for the Rams.
Actually, okay. He might take that. He might actually take that. Never mind. Yeah.
So it actually worked out for him. But to your point though, like we're talking about, perennial Pro Bowl, like all pro type corners going for third rounders. And so like that's definitely the market.
Which I don't understand though. Because I feel like guys still feel like they have to hold on to those guys, right? Or like it's such a key team-building piece. L'Jarius Sneed felt like such a key piece of that Chiefs championship team. It's interesting to see the market reflecting. Like, again, it's always weird when the market realities don't line up with what you would think would logically make sense. And I felt that, right behind pass rusher, that maybe cornerback defensively is kind of the most important position because of the effect that it has on the quarterback. But the NFL market saying, well, maybe not so much. Maybe not so much. So Marshon Lattimore likely going to be back now in a Saints uni.
Wow, just amazing black and gold takes right there, Jake.
I don't think I've ever heard any takes that are better than the two guys that just gave you that take.
And you can keep getting them by going ahead and liking, subscribing, ringing the bell to get notifications when we post. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next OTB Saints.